Welcome to the Deaf Kid Show. Let's go.
Hey! All right. Welcome to the GK Show. Fun music at the beginning. Yeah! Hope you're having a good day. Let's start the pod. What's up, everybody, and welcome back. Real quick, I keep saying this at the end, but if you guys haven't yet, please just click 5 stars and rate the podcast 5 stars. Helps out. If you want to leave a review, that's great. That helps out too. If you want to subscribe, that helps out too. But just click the 5 stars. Really helps out. Get all those 5-star ratings going. So, man, what a day. My life used to be, I'm in town, I could do whatever I wanted. When I was single, I had no kids. Now, I got the wife, I got 2 kids. It is nonstop. My wife has a very big family, and she said, she told me earlier this week, she goes, oh, Saturday, we have a family reunion. I'm like, cool, family reunion. She goes, and then after that, we got to go to Denise's house because her daughter graduated from USC. And I'm like, there's 2 parties. The thing about these parties are they're big. It's a lot of food. The drinks are flowing. Needless to say, I was drunk earlier. I drank some coffee. I took a nap. It is now almost 11 p.m. But I wanted to record something and get it out. Had a great time. Had a great time. My kids love it. They love the parties. They love to dance. So, yeah, I'm trying to put clips from this podcast up on my Instagram. So if you guys are on social media, my social media, it's in the show notes. But Twitter, Instagram, at Jeff Keith, the way I spell it, GeoffKeith. So yeah, if you can rate 5 stars and go, I don't know, if you'd like anything I'm doing, share it. If not, all good. Okay, so there's a few news stories. Some of them I haven't even read, and I'm just going to read them, and we're going to go. They're just weird stories, so we're going to get into it. I'll just react in real time. Okay, first one. 6-year-old YouTube star buys a 6.5 million euro property. So that's more than $6.5 million, 6.5 million euros. 6-year-old. How you guys doing, huh? You making rent? There's a 6-year-old in Korea who just bought, was that probably like an $8 million house? So I don't know what the exchange rate is now. Boram is South Korea's most popular and highest earning YouTuber, with each toy review collecting hundreds of millions of views. What do you guys think about that? I think that's so, there's not a lot, but there's quite a few children who review toys, and then those are very successful YouTube channels. I feel like it's kind of a strange thing. Obviously, this 6-year-old, I mean, she has hundreds of millions of views. I'm guessing she didn't start yesterday, so that means she's been doing this for a while. That's not her. She's not 4 years old. You know, my daughter's 3. My daughter doesn't come up to me and go, Daddy, come here real quick, sit down, just steeple her hands. I have a business proposal. I see what's going on with digital media, and I think I should start a YouTube channel where I review different toys. So clearly, this is the parents making their kids do it. I mean, I don't know how I feel about this. You know, I'm still a relatively new parent. My oldest kid is 3, so I don't know. It's a strange thing. You know what I mean? It's not, it could be worse. Could be, you know, you're dressing your kid up in, you know, I think those pageant kids are weird. You guys remember John Benet Ramsey? That was just strange. You know what I mean? Who knows what happened to that poor girl? But just the idea of, oh, I got like a little girl and I'm going to dress her up in a lot of makeup, but she's going to strut around and act like a sexy adult female. Just fucking weird. Anyways, so this little girl bought a very rich, okay, so let's see. A 6-year-old South Korean YouTube star and her parents, yeah, no shit. What is she, 6 years old, walking into the real estate office? Hello, I'm ready to sign paperwork for my $7.5 million home. Yes, I'd like to do this. Or my parents? What do you mean? I'm 6. I take care of everything myself. So a 6-year-old South Korean YouTube star and her parents have purchased a multi-million pound. Oh, these aren't euros, pounds. I don't even know those signs. So pounds. Fuck, I don't know how expensive that is in dollars. Multi-million pound property. According to reports, Boram is the country's most popular YouTuber, and her 2 channels, a video blog and a series of toy reviews, have more than 30 million subscribers. I wonder what her video blog is. Hey guys, just anyways, been a rough day. I just finished another toy review. I want to blow my head off. But it pays the bills, Hundreds of millions of you are watching, so that's good. The My Ill Business newspaper reported the 5-story building is in Gangnam, one of Seoul's most affluent areas. Gangnam, I think we all know because we know Oppum Gangnam Style, right? Gangnam. So that's one of Seoul's most affluent areas. Do you ever just piece together information through, things like this? Like, oh, I know that guy. He sings Gangnam Style, right? Psy. That was a popular song. I don't know what Gangnam means. And now, years later, I'm reading an article about a super rich 6-year-old YouTuber, and she bought a property in Gangnam, and now it says one of Seoul's most affluent areas. I just put it all together. Gangnam Style. Gangnam, one of Seoul's most affluent areas. Now I know more things. The property was bought by the Boram Company, which was set up by the girl's parents for 9.5 billion won. What the heck? 6.5 million pounds is 9.5 billion won. It may sound like a lot of money, but maybe not for the youngster who earns an estimated monthly income of 2.4 million pounds. Are you shitting me? What? Man, I've had some good months and a lot of bad months. I've never made 2.4 million pounds. Monthly income. Oh my God. That is insane. Can you imagine that's your kid? Hey, what'd your kid do? Well, they're about to go into 1st grade. We're really excited. She can count all the way to 100 now. Oh, cool. My 6-year-old makes 2.4 billion pounds a month. Pretty sweet, though. Can your kid count to 2.4 billion? Oh, 2.4 million, sorry. 2.4 million. Jeez, man. Imagine that. There are just how many adults just walking around, bad back, lunch pail every day, going to work, just grinding it out. This little 6-year-old just hacked the whole system. 2.4 million pounds. I can't get over that. Jeez. Most people don't make that in their life, obviously. This 6-year-old is just cashing checks. I like saying it in won. I'm guessing that's Korean money. South Korean money. 9.5 billion won. Jeez. So I wonder what she makes. 2.4 million pounds. 6.5 million pounds is 9.5 billion won. I just love, I think you should always say it in whatever sounds craziest. You know what I mean? Like, you should just use it for everything. You know what I mean? You should just use billion, right? Like, oh yeah, last month I made like 1/37th of $1 million, or you know what I mean? That doesn't make any sense. But I'm saying, like, say you have sex, people are like, how long did he last? Well, he lasted about 540 seconds. People are like, whoa, 540, that's all I heard. Geez, that's a lot of won. And she is winning. So here we go. Boram's videos, which are posted to BoramTube Toys Review and BoramTube Vlog, attract hundreds of millions of views. She describes them as, quote, making play and a fun kids playground video, cute and rewarding memories of everyday life, end quote. Yeah, it's pretty fun memories. You know, my memory would be last month I made 2.4 million pounds. And according to the Korea Herald, she earns more through marketing revenue than any other South Korean YouTuber. Yeah, that's a safe bet. But her success has raised concerns that she may be being exploited. Hey, this was what my thing was originally. Save the Children's local chapter went to court in 2017 accusing her guardians of, quote, gaining financial profit by putting the children in situations that could put them under mental distress and distributing the footage to the public with a negative influence on underage viewers who watch the clips, according to the Korea Herald. The paper added that there were concerns that some of the clips, for example, those showing her stealing money from her father's wallet and acting as if she is giving birth, could be a bad influence on younger fans. What kind of toy review is she acting like she's giving birth? The offending clips were made private, and Borum's parents apologized. Are they her parents or guardians? Like, is this guardians? Are these her real parents? They referred to them as guardians a couple paragraphs ago. Borum is not the only mini millionaire raking it in on the video platform. Last year, 7-year-old American Ryan Kaji earned around 22 million, 17 million pounds. Now we have a little bit of exchange rate through his toy review channel, which has gained more than 20 million subscribers. Holy shitballs, man. Can you imagine that? I would love it if I had 500,000 listeners to this podcast. I would love it if I had 100,000 listeners. I don't. That would be great. 20 million subscribers to your toy review channel. This kid made $22 million last year. So that's not even $2 million a month. But this girl makes 2.4 million pounds. So he made 17 million pounds last year. Let's do the math on that. What is that? That's like 1.4 million pounds a month. This girl's making 2.4 million pounds. Jeez. All right. Well, that's the end of that article. Who has kids out there that are thinking of doing, like, what is the key to the toy review channel? You know what I mean? Like, why is this going so viral and other toy reviews don't? Because I could sit there and be like, hey, kids, what if I did a toy review? What if that's my new thing? What if this is the last podcast I ever did? And then you just guys on me posting online, hey, got my new toy review up. I'm a 35-year-old man, but here's what I think about this little toy. Jeez. I mean, you got to shoot it well. Good lighting. Got it. And then what? You just have a kid that reviews toys? And I wonder what this girl's personality is like. Let's go back to her quote, just so we can get a little bit of her personality. You know what I mean? I feel like her quote was a little weird. I don't even know where it is. This article's not even that long. I'm horrible at this. Okay, whatever. Didn't she say something like, it's fun, I have good time, make lasting memories or something? Making play and a fun kids playground video, cute and rewarding memories of everyday life. Okay, good for you, Boram. Moving on. Next article. Van carrying 112 million pounds. I'm getting this all off Sky News, guys, which is in the UK, so everything's in pounds. Van carrying 112 million pounds of drugs crashes into police car at station. Police have since charged the driver with large commercial drug supply, negligent driving, and not giving particulars to police. Negligent driving. I like that they get, I mean, guess you have to. They crash into a police car at the station. Man, so you have 112 million pounds of drugs and you're not careful with your driving? Let's read on. A van loaded with more than 270 kilograms, 600 pounds of meth has crashed into parked police cars in Sydney. Multiple cars. This is horrible. The worst getaway driver ever. The smash happened in front of a police station in one of the city's suburbs on Monday. Detectives questioned the 28-year-old driver before conducting a search of the van and discovering drugs with a street value of $200 million, so 112 million pounds. The substance, also known as ice, has been packed into moving boxes. One patrol car suffered extensive damage in the crash, but no one was injured. Police have since charged the driver with large commercial drug supply, negligent driving, and not giving particulars to police. He was refused bail due to appear in court on Tuesday. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're refused bail when you have $200 million in drugs in your van. I'm pretty sure you know somebody who can make bail if you're carrying $200 million in drugs. Detectives are appealing for any motorist with dash cam footage or information about the van's movements to come forward. Wow. I mean, if you have $200 million in drugs in a van, you're not talking. You're not giving up where you got the drugs from, because somebody who gave you or trusted you with $200 million in meth, it knows how to kill you. You know what I mean? Like, they know, they have enough money to where you will be killed if you talk. So I don't think the police are going to get anything out of this person. Can you imagine that conversation? I mean, we've all, not all, but you know, you've been pulled over. Maybe you had like a drink too many, you shouldn't be driving, or you know, I'm sure people have been pulled over with, they got a little something. Maybe I got a joint in my car. You know what I mean? Hope the police don't find my joint. This guy's got $200 million worth of meth. What's that questioning like before they search the van? I would go into, you got to go in a super acting mode just to print like, hey, I'm so sorry I crashed into you guys. I will take care of everything. Believe me, I have the means. You know what I mean? I will pay for these police cars and I will donate to the police fund. Please don't search my van. Please, whatever you do. My van is full of a bunch of pictures of me naked. You don't want to see it. It's pretty gross. Just don't go in there. Whatever you do, don't go into that van. Jeez. I would love to see just that was always the fun thing on Cops. Whenever you watch the show Cops, they pull over someone who's drunk or something, and they're just trying to talk their way out of it, and it's clear it's not going to work. I would love to see the footage of this guy talking to the police. They're like, hey, you crashed into us. What was that about? Oh. Most nervous person ever. Could you be more nervous than having $200 million in drugs in your car and the police are talking to you? I think the only time you're more nervous than that is when you have $300 million worth of meth in your car. Okay, moving on. Canadian police mistakenly use cat filter during news conference on double murder. This is hilarious. So they did an Instagram live, it looks like, and they used the cat filter. So the person, I'm just looking at a photo, the police woman, I don't know, she's a sergeant, lieutenant, whoever's talking. They're doing a press conference and they have the cat filter on her face. My daughter would love this. Police blamed, quote, technical difficulties for the error, which gave an officer feline features, including whiskers and ears. Oh my God. Canadian police have apologized after a cat filter was used. They were like, we tried to use the dog one. Sorry. Everyone knows cats can't be police officers, but dogs can. Canadian police have apologized after a cat filter was used during a Facebook live streaming of a news conference about a double murder, which gave the presiding officer whiskers and ears. Sergeant, there we go, I knew it. Sergeant Janelle Shoyhit. Sergeant Janelle Shoyhit. I don't know how to pronounce this. I'm usually good at pronouncing stuff. Shoihet. Shoye? I don't know. Is it French? Canadian. Could be French-Canadian. Sergeant Janelle Shoye from the Royal Canadian Mounted Police of British Columbia blamed, quote, technical difficulties for the error. She was giving a briefing about the murders of an American woman and her Australian boyfriend who were found dead on a remote highway earlier this week. What if during it somebody just did one of those laser light things and she started going, wait, what's that, in the middle of it? So anyways, guys, there's a double murder we're investigating. There's an American woman and her Australian boyfriend. What's going on over there? What's that? Huh? What? Somebody have a ball? Is that a ball of yarn? Okay, this is so sad. Can you imagine somebody you know has just been murdered and then you see the police doing a cat filter press conference? Tweeting about the incident, she said, yes, we are aware and addressing it as it's an automatic setting. Thank you. We will rectify and issue a video shortly. How is the cat filter the automatic setting? Why is that on the police account? I don't understand. But some people expressed their bewilderment at what happened, with Douglas Theedham asking why the force needed a cat filter as an automatic setting. Thank you. I just asked that myself. The press conference was in connection with the deaths of China Noel Deese, 24, and Lucas Robertson Fowler, 23, and police appealed for any information. It is not the first time a mistake like this has happened during a live streaming event. In June, a Pakistani politician's press conference descended into farce when a cat filter was accidentally used, giving him feline features. Why do I have to keep explaining what the cat filter is? Yes, we get it. The cat filter gives you feline features. And now I'm looking at a picture. This is posted by Mansour Ali Khan. According to KP government social media team, we now have a cat in the cabinet. #filter. Oh my God, this is so funny. Because everybody looks so serious. And even the guy with the cat feline features, shall I say, he looks super serious too, but he's dressed up like a kitty, it looks like. Shakat Yousafzai. Shakat Yousafzai was updating journalists on Facebook and was later quoted saying that the mistake should not be taken so seriously. I don't think he was taking that serious, man. He's got feline features. He's got whiskers, little kitty ears. You look cute, man. All right. Let's do one more story, and then I'll be back. Man, 65, made fake bomb threat to get date with flight attendant. Well, if this ends happily, I will be shocked. The Serbian man, who has not been named, wanted to keep the woman in the country longer after she refused a date with him. That is such a Serbian man thing to do. You don't want to date me? I'll keep you in country. How's this? Huh? Bomb threat on plane. Now you come, you talk to me, you get to know me personality, and maybe we make boom in the Mile High Club bathroom. All right, this is so funny. I mean, I did some dumb stuff when I was younger. Why would a guy think this would work? A 65-year-old man has admitted making a fake bomb threat in the hope of getting a date with a flight attendant. The Serbian man's telephone call caused Lufthansa's flight LH1411 to be evacuated on Thursday before its takeoff from Belgrade to Frankfurt. All 130 passengers and 5 crew members had to leave the aircraft while it was searched by a special police squad and sniffer dogs. What was this guy doing during this time? So I know you say no earlier, but now we have time, you know? Serious situation. This might be bomb. Could be last day on planet. I don't know if that's a Serbian accent, by the way. Sounds Russian to me. The man, who has not been named, had met 2 flight attendants and invited them for dinner, but they refused. Oh, so there's 2 women. Now I get why you had to do a bomb threat. He confessed to the hoax in court on Saturday, saying he had especially liked one of the women, and after he failed to track her down at her hotel, Jesus, this guy's nuts, he made a desperate bid to keep her in the country. So he tried to... This guy's game is terrible. Asks her out, she says no. I get it. Sometimes women want to be pursued, right? Sometimes they like a guy who really goes for what he wants. So he tries to track her down at her hotel. Okay, creep alert, creepy. Then he made a desperate bid to keep her in the country by faking a bomb threat. The police traced his call after he made the threat, and he was arrested a day later. What decade does this guy think he's in that he could just make a bomb threat from a cell phone? It's not going to be traced? A spokesman for the prosecutor told Serbian media that the prosecution asked for him to be kept in custody pending charges of causing panic and disorder. What a dumb shit. On Thursday, Serbia's Interior Ministry released a statement about the incident, which said, "This morning at 6 a.m., an unknown person called and reported there was a bomb on the plane bound for Frankfurt. The police are investigating whether it is a false alarm and are also working to identify the person who called. Passengers had an 8-hour delay to their journey after the hoax, with some booking alternative flights rather than wait for their plane to leave." Okay, as somebody who travels for work all the time, man, that would be annoying. Can you imagine? Like, I travel for work. If I'm 8 hours delayed, I miss the gig. I'm out money. My family's out money. My kids are out money. My wife's out money. I'm out money, right? We're all out money. A lot of people travel for work. Can you imagine you have like the biggest meeting of your life? This is one thing that I always, this is why I hate politicians. And I can't stand when people are super into politicians. You know what I mean? Like, I get it if you like someone because you're like, oh, I think their policies align with what I like. Fine. But the person themselves, they are such pieces of shit. Bill Clinton, a lot of people don't even know this. When he was president, so when the president flies into an airport, apparently, like, all the flights are shut down or something, or when they're flying out because, security reasons, whatever. So Bill Clinton apparently, like, sat on LAX, the tarmac on Air Force One for like 2.5 hours because he wanted his hair cut by some Beverly Hills hair salon hairstylist or whatever, something like that, right? Some like very famous person or something that does celebrities' hair. Like, what a prick. You know what I mean? Like, I don't care. I'm not saying I'm against all his politics or whatever. I was very young back then. But I'm not saying that, like, whatever. But, like, what, as a human, forget as a president, as a politician, what a piece of shit. What if you're going to a funeral? What if your grandma died or your mom died or your dad died and you're going to a funeral and you miss the flight or whatever because it's delayed because the president wants to get his hair cut? I don't care, Republican, Democrat. What an asshole thing to do. And this guy, can you imagine an 8-hour delay, right? What if you have the hugest meeting of your life? What if you just been, what if you were on top at once and then you lost your job and it's been the roughest 2 years of your life and you finally got this big break and you're about to crush this presentation and all you have to do is, get to Ohio or whatever, and the president's getting his haircut, or in this case, all you got to do is get to Frankfurt, and you have this big presentation, everyone's waiting, and then you just miss it and they're just like, sorry, you missed it. The CEO's gone. He's on vacation for the next 3 months. So yeah, we can't reschedule. And then you spent your last dime to even book that flight, and some asshole just wants a date with a flight attendant, so he calls in a bomb threat. How pissed would you be? Because sometimes, flights are delayed for reasons that are out of everyone's control, right? It just sucks. Bad luck. Okay. Weather's crappy. We didn't see it happening. There's a, mechanical issue with the plane. It happens rarely, whatever. I get it. Shitty luck. What if you found out, like, why were you delayed? There's a bomb threat? Oh, man. Yeah, that's crazy. It's very serious. And then you find out 8 hours later, just some Serbian dude who really wanted this lady to go out with them. Not only would you be pissed that that's why you were delayed, you'd also everybody would go, what? I'm so angry. And then the next thought would be, what kind of guy thinks that would work? What kind of guy thinks that'll get him the date? Anyways, guys, thanks so much for listening. Please rate 5 stars and all that good stuff. And I will be back. I'm going on, I have to go out of town. I will not have access, so I'm trying to record some of these and just get them out because I'll be gone tomorrow, which is Sunday through Thursday. So I'm trying to schedule these, so hopefully these come out like Monday, Tuesday. We'll see if I can get another one done. All right, thanks so much for listening, guys. I appreciate it.
Thank you for listening to my daddy.